Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have another one that David Lynn put in, and it's Skeletal Wings. A few people had mentioned this prior, but once David Lynn says that he worked on it, Robert Wolf worked on it, Obadiah Brown Beach worked on it, and it's sung by Adai song, I have to listen to it. That is so many of my favorite people in one project. And that's really all I got for information. I don't have much else to go on for this one, but if David says get to it, I'm gonna get to it. So without further ado, let's go! That's an Obi guitar right there. It's gotta be.
Am I friends with the wind, or will I bend to its wind?
And that's gotta be Robert on the sound design. Come on, man. I'm already hearing it. The vision is so clear in front of me.
Finding myself, but somehow turned to hiding. Life for a spell, but it won't hurt to quit.
Is that a hand pan? That might be. Or a tongue drum.
Think I must have been stripped.
What a great texture, dude.
Skeleton wings. Every upcoming sense.
I love those single notes in there.
Etched on my skin.
Beautiful little additions.
Finding myself has somehow turned to lying. Telling myself that I deserve to quit.
I love that cranking sound design texture in there. That's so cool.
For this thought to sense my way. It's my time. Gonna learn to fly.
All that reverb on her voice too. Come on, everyone's doing their parts so well. Dream team, 100%.
I'm not friends with the wind, doesn't matter, I'll make my own breeze. All my feathers will sing along in perfect harmony.
Ooh,
Heart is the
that was a really cool design.
At the clear blue horizon. Now all of my colors decorate the skies above.
Here we go.
For the stealth to sense my way. It's my time.
It's these moments where David shines. Come on, David, hit us in the feels. All this mechanical sound design, dude. Perfect. These waves of synths.
I won't erase my yesterday.
Ooh. Picked up a little bit.
Erase my name.
Just in the feeling.
It's my time.
Oh, they are building up. Get that kick in there. What's next? Nothing? Ooh, they left it up on that high note. Dude. So I forgot to mention this for the intro, but I was aware and was told by some people in my Discord that this was kind of a sequel to Immutable, so I did go and re-listen to that. I remember most of it. It's one of my favorite songs that Arknights has ever had, and Robert Wolf's work on that is just so strong. It's easily one of my favorite pieces, but you could hear the multiple times during this song where they added that as a motif. And of course, you gotta love that they have that in there, and you gotta love that they have Robert back on this one to not only really have that motif worked in very nicely, but also taken so tenderly. Like, I'm pretty sure it's Obadiah playing the guitar. I feel like that's his playing. It's very similar to the style I've heard him play before. A lot of fingerstyle stuff, just kind of having fun with that, letting things just kind of flow off his fingertips is kind of his best work in general. And he does that so beautifully here and takes that motif so well and just lets it soar. It's so good. I adore that inclusion of it. But I also love all that sound design that I'm pretty sure is Robert's work, because God, he just does that so well. He did it amazingly in Immutable. I'm pretty sure this is him doing his thing again. That like cranking mechanical stuff is so neat. I can't tell if it's something like churning or if it's like a clock ticking or like somebody trying to affect something time-wise. And obviously there's imagery for that in the song. I'm not entirely sure how direct that is. The fact that Kal'tsit came on screen as like a ghostly apparition in a way kind of makes me confused, because I didn't know that anything happened to her. So now, as her being one of my favorite characters just from the minor lore I do know, I'm like, what the hell? What's this all about? What happened to her? And who is this other person? I'm not sure who that other person in this video is, but clearly they have a very deep relationship, and you can easily tell that just by the visuals alone. The lyrics are definitely helping in that front as well. I'm pretty sure this song is kind of sung from her perspective of things. So I am kind of left wondering about that story. Again, all of you know I don't play the games at this point, but like, what's their relationship then? Because this is kind of reading like it's a mother-daughter situation, and I didn't know Kal'tsit had a child. Maybe it's just a very close friend, and maybe Kal'tsit did pass on. Like, I don't know what the story is here. That would be depressing as all hell. Like, I hope that apparition of her was more just like a memory in the now, like she's not here right now, she's somewhere else, but we may be able to see each other again. God, I hope so, because if Kal'tsit is gone, honestly, I'm just not going to react to Arknights anymore. What's the point if my wife is gone? Obviously, I'm kidding about that, but still, you know, like, this song reads lyrically like a child that is now left alone without a parent and has to figure out the world and navigate that on their own. And that's a terrifying concept, considering who knows how much of the world this character does know so far. I don't know how old they are, you know, like, I know how old Kal'tsit is, like, comparatively generations old to whoever this is, surely, but like, to what degree, you know, like how many hundreds of years, how many dozens? I don't know how well this person is aware of the situation they're in now and how much of the world they're aware of and how well they're able to navigate that on their own. That's kind of a scary concept, but this song handles it with such a soft hand, and it's written so kindly. Like, the lyrics, the performance, beautiful. Just being able to lay that out flat, not really be apologetic about it either. It's just kind of like a, this is how things are, and I have to figure this out. And even though you're gone, I know I'll be able to do that because of who you were to me. And again, I hope that's not a permanent thing. I really fucking hope that's not a permanent thing, because I love Kal'tsit. Just as a character concept, I really appreciate her. I always have. But I also know these games don't tend to shy away from losing people, so it's very possible she is gone, and that would suck. But point aside, this song does a beautiful job of balancing these different sounds. The beautiful guitar in there, just that fingerstyle going and allowing you to have this room to think. It has a very nostalgic energy to it. In my opinion, it allows you to kind of just sit there and process every note being plucked just in its own and allow it to isolate itself. Each pluck is its own different phrase or different sentence that's being told to you, and you have to piece that together as a paragraph, then a chapter, and then a whole book by the end of a song, and you have to be able to figure all that out while it's going, and it's just so beautiful. And having, again, that motif in there is absolutely gorgeous and a little bit heart-wrenching if that is the case, that she is now gone. Having that motif from that song be reflected in this way and kind of being there for her and engulfing her in that embrace of the memory of that song is just a very deep approach, and I really do appreciate that. That is gorgeous song songwriting, but all of that texture, all the sound design stuff that's in here too. It feels almost like a scraping, but like softly. It's not aggressive, it's not angry. It's kind of like when you're worn down and you want to get out of a room, but you don't have a handle and you're just trying to leave, but you don't have much energy left to keep digging. So you're just kind of hoping that somebody's going to hear that. And that, I don't know why that's what it's kind of doing for me, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It does have a mechanical energy to it, and I feel like that's supposed to represent like Kal'tsid's line of work and maybe that sort of concept there. I'm not sure what this character does. Maybe it's meant to represent them and how they are as a character. I don't know what their job is or anything. Maybe they're a mechanic of some sort. But also in that last cut, I just looked over and realized that the window that I have paused on is just the picture of this character's face, and I saw her like ear things, or what I thought were ears, and then I was like, wait a minute, I think this is the dragon from the first. Can that happen from the first intro of the section? Wait a fucking second. Okay, yeah, they have like the same green and everything. Maybe that's the case here. I'm not gonna look it up. I think that would be cheating. But like, that dragon has the same green and the same black. It's the same color scheme as the girl. Is that the dragon? That would make sense. That would totally make sense if she has like a person form, like a human form of some sort. And that's why she's sad that Kal'tsid isn't there, because like they seem to be close in that first image. Is that her pet? Are they just friends that seem to understand each other? Like, what's up with this? Like, oh, I can't believe I didn't put that together faster. The design clues are like too close. Now like I'm seeing like her laying on the floor, like there's like this tail on her that's kind of like this jagged greenish rock, and then like, okay, yeah, the dragon kind of looks like a long version of that with a dragon head. Okay, sure, yeah. The more I'm talking about this, the more I'm realizing that's what's going on here. This is the dragon. Okay, now it all makes sense. But also, like, does that mean Kal'tsid's gone? Like, that is still my question. Like, is Kal'tsid dead? Please don't tell me that's the case. That would suck. The whole like image of her laying on the floor, which I'm now realizing, I didn't realize that either until I was looking at the pictures so much, that this is like Kal'tsid's like outfit, like her jacket, I guess. Like, what the fuck? So like now I'm starting to get worried that this actually is a she's gone thing. But anyway, back to the music side. I'm now able to connect certain things, like this whole song Skeletal Wings. Now that makes a lot of sense. The song being a lot of like metaphors about flying free. Yeah, okay. So yeah, even better on the writing side then. I thought those were just generic flying metaphors, like a bird out of the cage or out of the nest, so to speak. Like maybe this was someone she had raised or something and had a relationship like that, but I didn't expect her to actually be like the dragon she hangs out with or is the owner of in some way, shape, or form. Like, that is so much deeper in the sense of the lyrics, and now I respect it even more. David did an even better job than I thought. There's so many more metaphors that make sense with that knowledge. But I also do think I've yapped quite a bit about this one in general, and I think I've gotten most of my thoughts of the musical stuff out of the way already prior to that discovery, so I think I'll end it here and call it good. I'm still kind of reeling from myself suddenly realizing and putting that all together, and now I'm just kind of tired after having all that discovery just completely bombard my brain. So this will be the end of the video. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any other songs you want me to get to from Arknights, of course, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll do my best as always to get to them. And if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more ridiculous discoveries through listening to music that I may have in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!